So you want to learn how to play guitar? You've come to the wrong place. So you wanted to see somebody shred? Well, my dog's shedding. I'll go get some footage of her.
Ready, pop. Ready. There it is. What? Oh, the puppy. Oh, the puppy. Oh, the puppy. The puppy shredded. The puppy is shredded. The puppy is shredded. That's probably enough. No? I mean, like with the camera, that's enough.
Hello! How are all you doing today? Today we are going to take the electric guitar journey. So the electric guitar is a very interesting instrument. You can do a lot more than you can with the acoustic, which was on our last journey. And this guitar in particular is the guitar that I have done most of my journey on. It was to replace a Stratocaster that I begun my journey on and broke the neck due to just stupidity. I drove over it with my car. Yeah. I don't recommend doing that, but I was out in California and I just joined this group of friends and I wanted to be able to play with them when they did their jam sessions and everything else. And at the time, I didn't have very much money. I didn't really care for how the guitar actually sounded because I was fairly new at it anyway, so anything I got was going to sound like crap. Because most of the sound comes from your hand. You get the rhythm part. And you got the other part. And of course, you get to crank it up with an amp with all kinds of effect. And different types of voicings, wherever to what kind of record you want to choose to play. The song I was playing before, that is Breed by Nirvana. And I've actually done a cover of that song. I'll leave maybe a link somewhere there. And there'll be another link in the description if you want to check it out. The video and the song. So as far as Nirvana goes, they were the first songs that I went and I learned. One of the very first songs I learned was... And that one was Team Spirit. And that's where I started when I first started trying to learn songs, was Nirvana songs. They were easy, very strummy, all with these power chords. For the young, inspiring musician that I was, it just sounded like the music that I wanted to make. And I'd like to think that I've progressed from that, but probably not. So I had gotten this guitar. It was $100 at a pawn shop. Very cheap. Actually, it might have been even 80 bucks. The neck was a little wobbly. I took the neck off, I put some cardboard in it, adjusted the back screws of the neck to make it tighter. Haven't had an issue with it since. And very surprisingly, this guitar has a very good sound, and I've stuck with it ever since. In fact, I never even fixed my Stratocaster. It's still broken. I do plan on fixing it this year. I actually bought a new set of strings with it that I want to do a review on. But this guitar was going to cost me less than the neck for that Stratocaster. $80 for this guitar, $150 for the neck for the Stratocaster. So, yeah, I just reevaluated my investment and I picked up this, and now I have two guitars. Let's get into Breed. So on Breed, we're gonna do the first string. Just for learning purposes, we're gonna see what he does with this first string. And on the first string, it's just an open E. Top string, open E. Then he goes down to the second fret, which is an F sharp. And then from there, open. He'll slide down to the A, which is the fifth string. So it's like this. And that's a slide he's doing to kind of give it that weird sound. That's pretty much the bass also. But that would be the root note of what he's playing. He also adds these two strings right here. So it goes. just to fill it out. Now you don't have to hit the strings here. I just slide the whole chord fingering down, and a lot of times I do hit that string. But if you're having trouble figuring out what the notes are, just grab your tuner and go E, F flat, A. And then for the bridge, he's something like this. These two strings right here. And he's just kind of doing something like this. I don't really know for sure. And then he does another solo towards the end of the song, which is a string here and a string here. I'm not really going to get into it because he kind of goes up down with this formation, pretty much the thing. But I won't get into that. But I will get into the other part of the song, which goes... So what he does there, those are all power chords. We talked about power chords in the last video. But we'll do first the root note, which is on second string. And it's an E. 5th fret. And he goes from there to the top string, A. And pretty much what the bassist is doing too. So then we go to second string, 3rd fret, which is a C. Sliding down to a B, a C sliding down to a B. Get out your tuner, a C sliding down to a B, 2nd fret. And that's just repeated. Now, power chord formation, 5th fret, 2nd string, 3rd string, 7th fret. You can add another finger right to the next string if you want. Fill that chord right up. Heck, go ahead, put another one. Turn it into a bar chord if you want. But he doesn't do that. He just kind of does it like. And that power chord formation is that whole lick. And of course, when he's done with that, he's right back to the beginning. And all you need to sing is I don't care, 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 I don't care. Karen's old. That's the lyrics. Have fun with that. And I used to transcribe too, with using a tuner. Like if I didn't know that was an E, I'd get out my, then I hope you know that it's E, because it's just an open chord. Get out your tuner, plug your guitar into the tuner. Oh, it's an E. That's a G. It's an A. That's an E. And I used to transcribe that way when I was trying to transcribe what I was actually playing, because I had no idea what I was playing. And I was like, okay, well, this is the chord of the song. So I can either do numbered frets, or I can get the root note of what it is I'm playing. And if you know the root note, I want to go on the root note, because you can't go and say, oh yes, I'm playing 3rd fret. Okay, so it's the 3rd fret, because I want to play along, but I don't want to play exactly what you're playing. So you got your G, open chord, or G, power chord. And then you can also play the G here. So if everyone knows the root note, everyone can jump in with a different color and add whatever it is they know, if they know where to play on the neck. So E, E, E. Have fun learning the neck. That way it opens up a spectrum of colors for you. keep playing. Start on some easy songs like that one. Learn the root note of what you're playing. Learn the neck. And learn different positions. Because you can almost play the same song 10 different ways. Till next time.